Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. Very exciting weekend ahead of us. I'm going to be doing two streams, and one of them is the reveal of my new mission, Arena, like officially release. They'll have it released on TTS and available and all that sort of stuff, so that's pretty exciting. But for today, even more exciting, I'm going to be play testing some missions made by a fan. Like, how awesome is that? So, Mr. Dan Cole. Let's just make sure I got that name right. Yep. Just don't embarrass yourself. So, Mr. Dan Cole, he saw like a post that I had on Facebook, and he's obviously a big Trek fan, and he recently contacted me and said that like we've chatted a couple of times, but he recently contacted me and said that he's been making his own cards and missions for like TrekLotR. So in fact, his exact comment is that I've inspired him to make his own cards, which is just friggin' awesome. I love it. I love seeing the creativity out there, and yeah, really, really cool. So he has very kindly given me permission to play test his missions and for me to actually stream doing it. So he's done two missions. One is Caretaker, obviously based off the first episode of Voyager, and Tears of the Prophets, based off DS9. I don't know if it's based off a specific episode of DS9, but it's obviously DS9. And yeah, I'm going to play him here for the very first time on the stream. So thank you so much, Dan. It's really exciting. Let's just get the name on the thing here. The name on the stream. Alright, so the first one I'm going to be doing is Caretaker. And as you can see, I'm going to be using a Voyager crew because I just thought that made sense, right? It's not entirely 100% Voyager. Like, there's some non-Voyager characters in the Allies, but the heroes, I'm going with Voyager heroes. So Catherine Janeway, of course, Captain Janeway. Seven, just because she's freaking awesome, and B'Elanna, because she has a very cool ship healing ability. And I wanted a bit of a mix and match because actually I have not looked at, other than putting the cards into TTS, I have not actually looked at the encounter deck or the quest to see what they actually do. I want to go into it as blind as possible, because I just think it's more fun that way. So I haven't deep dived into the encounter deck. I haven't looked at any of the stages beyond actually creating the cards in the things. So very, very excited. Now, he did want me to put a disclaimer that they're not in the exact same format as my cards. He's using a different program to create them, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Who cares? I mean, that looks badass. Look at that. That looks awesome. That's a very, very cool shot. So yeah, doesn't matter. So I'm really excited for this. Thank you, Dan. This is really, really cool. I hope you guys are excited as well. So let's get into it. So Voyager crew, Spirit, Tactics, Lore, and the Voyager itself. It doesn't exhaust to commit to a mission. My favorite is when it doesn't exhaust to defend. I find that a lot easier to use, and I usually favor ships that do that. But this one doesn't exhaust to commit to a mission, because that makes more sense. Voyager is meant to be an Intrepid class. Intrepid class are meant to be more explorers than anything else, not really combat ships. Its setup ability is going to be pretty handy. Each hero you control gains +2 hit points in either ranged or sentinel. So at setup, we need to give them +2 hit points. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that. I guess I just do this. Maybe do that. Does that make sense? And then if they cop damage, I'll just take that or something. I don't know, not too sure. And either ranged or sentinel. It doesn't really make much of a difference for this game. So I'm actually just going to give them all ranged. And I'm going to do that. They don't really need to have sentinel because I'm playing solo. So I'm just going to give them all ranged. And to represent that, I'm going to give them these archery tokens. I think that works. Let me just put this down here so I'm not covering up their faces. Cool. Alright, now also, 7 has a setup ability. You may search your deck. I'll get rid of this so you can see it. Search your deck for the card Cybernetic Enhancement and attach it to 7. Then shuffle your deck. So she gets a free Cybernetic Enhancement and a Borg. So let's do a quick search. There it is. Oh. What? Just. What? What just happened? Just ripped those right out of the deck. I don't know what happened there, but anyway. Cybernetic Enhancement. Just gonna throw it over there just so it doesn't get caught up again. So yeah, pretty cool ability. She is very expensive. I mean, she's 15, 3335. So she is 1 point more than she should be. So the way you work out they work out the cost for the heroes is all the abilities added up. So whatever that adds up to, which is 914. So she is 15. And she's balanced out by the fact that she has Baragon's ability, which is the lower the cost to play weapon and armor attachments on her by 2, which means she essentially gets almost everything for free, which means you can use her resources for other things, which is great. And as set up, you get to put Cybernetic Enhancement on her for free, which is free anyway, and it gives her an additional restricted attachment, and that's balanced out by the fact that you need to have one in your deck. You can't just randomly grab one and give it to her, or like in builds. So well, that made sense a lot. It made a lot of sense for the fact that she I really should have used a picture of 7 for this card instead of this chick from Discovery, considering the fact that she has essentially the same thing. I mean, this chick is essentially just so, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever. She's cool. She's a cool character. One of the few cool characters in Discovery, because that show sucks balls. All right, so controversy. So I think that balances out the fact you actually need to have one in your deck. It's not just an automatic part of her thing. So it is quite a hard, high starting threat. Balanced out a little by the fact that Janeway is cheaper, but Janeway is cheaper because if she commits to a mission, you have to raise your threat by 1. So she's obviously Spirit Glorfindel. And funnily enough, B'Elanna is Law Glorfindel, but based purely on ships. So it all works out. So total starting with 30. Got my 49 cards that are left. And then we go to the quest. All right, very exciting. Let's do it. First time. We're both doing this together, simultaneously. Let's do it. Badlands. 1A. I love this. I so love this image. It's awesome. I don't know what this little logo up here means. Don't know. I'll have to ask him. While investigating the disappearance of a trusted crew member, you find your ship under attack, both by forces known and unknown. Setup. Search the encounter deck for Golovec and Badlands, which is a location, and place them in the staging area. Then shuffle the encounter deck. Okie dokie. Do we have names? We don't have names. Alright, so we're just going to go from image. Alright, so that looks like Golovec. Yeah, there he is. Golovec. Cool. And Badlands. Location. Alright, let's have a look at these cards now that we've got them. Let's put them in the staging area to start off with, and then shuffle the deck. Before we move to 1B, let's have a look at these cards. So, yeah, different design sort of thing, but it's still cool. It's still obvious what everything is. I like the minimalist approach. Threat. Yeah, engagement of 18. Threat is the little Viking horn, their helmet. I like that. Attack with a little phaser. That is awesome. Let's get a close-up of that. That's cool, dude. Shield, defense, 4 health. Cardassian, forced. After Caretaker engages you, deal 1 damage to a single hero you control. So obviously that won't happen until I get something called Caretaker coming out here. So I assume Caretaker is an enemy of some kind. Because Caretaker is the name of the creature that actually sends you into the Delta Quadrant, right? Intrigue. Ah, he's used the instead of a shadow, this is the shadow effect. Oh, that's awesome, Dan. Thank you so much, dude. I actually forget to do this half the time myself. I just forget all about it, and just leave it as shadow. But I actually renamed shadow to intrigue. So yeah, God, that makes me feel so good. I'm gonna have to pick up my game. I'll have to go through my cards and redo them and change them all to intrigue. So yeah, that's awesome. Deal. So the shadow effect, if you bring him up as a shadow card, is deal 1 damage to each character the defending player controls, 2 damage instead if it's undefended, which is pretty cool. Now I can only assume that this thing here is the victory display. The little trophy with the 2. I can only assume that if he's defeated, that he does actually become a victory. Yeah, I'm going to assume that's the case. So Badlands is a location, as you can clearly see. 3 progress needed, 5 threat. Like, that's huge. But it makes sense, man. I mean, it makes sense. And it's actually from a different encounter set. So this is the Caretaker encounter set. This is actually the Tears of the Prophet encounter set. But he did make a special note. He did tell me that when I was building the decks to get 1 copy of Badlands from the other deck and put into this one, which is very cool. So it is space. And forced. After the players travel into the Badlands, place 1 progress token on it. Okay, which is pretty cool. Only needs 3 progress, which is good. Badlands wasn't a huge area, but it is quite volatile. Intrigue. Raise threat by 1. Very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, let's do it. So before we go over to 1B, we now get our opening hand. So I'm going to shuffle again. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, you just saw me shuffle, so it's not rigged. The number 1 card I need to get is Starfleet Training. I mean, no, not Starfleet Training, is Starfleet Intelligence. Starfleet Intelligence specifically says that if you commit to a mission, you don't have to exhaust. Now, Starfleet Training is handy, but it's still going to cost me the threat increase. I'm still going to get threat increases every time she commits to the quest. And I really wanted to commit to the quest. I mean, 3 willpower. So, obviously, I mean, they're all pretty good at the willpower. They're all very Brady ladies. But yeah, I wanted committing. So, 7 will obviously be my combat person. A little bit of Balana as well. She doesn't muck around. They're all quite capable. I mean, they're all pretty damn impressive stats. So yeah, Starfleet Intelligence is what I wanted. But this is a pretty good hand here. Voyager not really made for combat. Now, I know there's some ships in this encounter deck, but I don't know how powerful they are. When you have to assume that you're going to have some Cardassian with Golovec as the opening card. You're going to have some Cardassian ships in there. They're pretty tough. The Gaylors. I assume there's some Gaylors in there, maybe. I don't know. And then when you go to the Delta Quadrant, the Kazon show up. So I assume there's some Kazon as well, right? Again, I tried my best not to actually look at the cards themselves. So there's going to be some ships. Voyager is pretty good. She's pretty tough, but not that tough. So it's good that they get a phaser array. Environmental suit, of course, is also going to be... There's only 1 copy of that in the deck, so having that in the opening hand is good because it allows the characters to actually shoot ships and stuff. Normally, characters can't shoot, engage in combat with the ships. They still can't defend against ships, but they can still at least attack ships, so that's going to be handy. So, yeah. And of course I love Carol and Sulu, so even though I didn't get I really should mulligan for Starfleet training, but I'm not going to because this opening hand is actually pretty sweet. And I don't want to jinx it because I'm thinking if I mulligan, I'll just get a whole bunch of stuff that I don't really need all that much. So, yeah. I'm going to stick with this. Alright, so I've got my opening hand. I'm sticking with it. So let's go to 1B. One B, defeat Golovec and travel to and defeat Badlands to advance to 2A. That's interesting wording. Defeat Golovec and travel to and defeat Badlands to advance to 2A. Okay, so I need to... So obviously I'll travel to Badlands as quickly as possible. I mean, there's no downside to doing that. I mean, that's good. You don't really defeat a location though, so that must mean travel to and complete it, so have all the progress on it and it goes into the discard pile. Golovec is a victory card. I can only assume that's a victory card thing, so you defeat Golovec, travel to and defeat Badlands. So essentially really all it's saying is just get these two guys out in the discard pile or the victory display, whatever the case may be, and obviously get the progress as well. So as always, you need progress. I like this. I really like this minimalist look here. I really like this. All you need to know is on the bottom there. Nice big image. It's quite good. It's like the collector's series type stuff. Alright, well that seems pretty cut and dried. So let's start the game. Resource, resource, resource. And draw a card. Cool. Now, Golovec is going to engage this turn. Engagement cost of 18. I'm already at 30. So I know he's going to engage. What is the threat at the moment? 2 and 5, 7. So I know I'm going against 7. Can I beat 7 without having to... No pun intended. Sorry, 7. So 3, 5, 8. I can do 8 without having to get the threat increase. Oh, I can do more than that anyway because I can use Carol Shenanigans. Means I have to use a spirit to do it. Do I want to do that? Do I really want to do that? Well, I don't have enough to cast anything. I mean, I can get Environmental Suit. Should I get Environmental Suit on 7? And just have her just start smacking the crap out of stuff? Just in case. Just in case, you know what I mean? So this is item armor. She only gets, her thing only affects weapons. Oh yeah, weapons and armor. There you go. Lower the cost to play weapons and armor. On her. So I'd really like to save up her stuff and get Red Shirt Veteran out because he's going to engage. Is it restricted? No, it's not restricted. Well, it's free, so hey, doesn't matter. So there you go. Free environmental suit on her. No problems there. I'm going to use the spirit to do the Carol questing shenanigans in a second. It's during the quest action, so I need to wait for the quest phase, and then so at least I know that's what I'm doing with her. So that leaves me to 2 resources. Do I use that to put the phaser, advanced phaser array onto the Voyager now, or do I wait to save up so I can get this dude into play? I think I'm going to wait. Let's wait. Alright, so planning phase done. Questing phase. Questing action is I'm going to bring out Carol, who comes out committed. So 2, 5, doesn't need to tap to commit to a mission. So 5, 7. $10. Alright, so threat up by 1. I'm going to leave 7 done so she can defend against Gulliver. He's about to catch me. So it's 10. 10 versus 7 so far. Let's do a card. Debris field, location, space. I like that. Travel. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck and add it to the station area to travel here. I'm going to pass. I mean, you're only 3 threat. Who cares? It's this guy I got to get rid of. Response. After the refield leaves play as an explored location. That's what it meant. That's what I should say. Explore Badlands. Each player may search the top card of this card path for 1 card and add it to the hand. Shuffle the rest. Okay, cool. That's cool. I mean, that's good. But the quest condition is to get rid of this guy, so I'll be doing that instead. So 2, 7, 10. So I don't progress, but I don't lose any either, which is great. Travel phase. Obviously we're going to the Badlands. So I need to get rid of it as quickly as possible. So after we travel to the Badlands, we place a progress on it for free. It's cool. Alright, so that's travel and questing done. Now because we didn't successfully quest, it's only successful if you do more, not equal. So her thing says that if you quest successfully this phase and Carol's still in play, return her to your hand. But she's not. We didn't successfully quest. We just didn't unsuccessfully quest, and so therefore she stays in play. So I just got her into play for one spirit really. So she's there, but she's exhausted, so that's fine. So that's that taken care of, and now we get the engagement phase. He will engage. Now he is a 2/1 for health, so I'm going to defend with 7. He's defending for 3. So unless something really harsh happens here, I think we're pretty sweet. Research chambers. Oh, I like that. That part of the episode where they're all like strung up and it looks like they're all like floating and stuff, even though they've got like the boards there, but it looks like they're all floating. That's cool, dude. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. Oh, I don't need to worry about that. That's a shadow card. What am I talking about? Shadow it. The intrigue effect. Oh, awesome. Deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. Oh, well, there you go. Each exhausted character. So I'm going to... yeah, just reduce these. Exhaust. And then... oh no, that's confusing me now. I'm confused. I'm just going to get rid of these. Because there's cards that say, damage and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. I'm just going to have to remember that there's 2 extra health on all of them. Like you do with Citadel Plate and stuff. Ooh, sorry, 7. Carol, 1 damage exhaust. That is massive. Like that is really harsh. I mean that almost kills Carol. The rest of them aren't too bad, but wow, what a painful shadow card. All right. So yeah, 2 versus 3, no effect, and I can't hit back because the ship can't attack characters, and I've got nothing that lets me tap and hit back at it. So he'll just stay engaged with me. It says after Caretaker engages you. Dan, am I meant to assume that this is actually just a typo? Because I mean, it would make more sense that if it's after Gulliver engages you, deal damage for a single hero you control. Because what benefit would be there if he's out I mean, what if he's gone and the Caretaker comes out, or vice versa? I'm going to play it as it's written, but my assumption is that it actually is meant to say Golovac. But hey, I could be wrong, so I'm going to play it as written. It is what it is. So he'll stay engaged with me. Nothing else happens. The shadow card goes away. And boom, no progress was made except for the free one I got on the Badlands. And yeah, not a great start, but well, yeah, could have been worse. Threat. Resource and draw. Okay, here we go. Deanna, always good. Always happy to see Deanna. I can't afford you, but always good to have you. So let's get this dude into play. Red shirt veteran. He is cool. Let's have a quick look at red shirt veteran, just in case he hasn't been on the screen before. So he's Starfleet ally 0013. Response: exhaust red shirt veteran to cancel the first point of damage just dealt to a character. So that would have been handy last turn. And Valor response: exhaust and discard red shirt veteran to cancel up to 5 damage just dealt to a character. So if someone gets blitzed, he'll jump in the way and take care of it. But just as a plain old response, doesn't have to do anything. They just exhaust him. You just have to exhaust him, and he can cancel a point of damage, which is great. And he just basically is just going to sit there. He doesn't have any willpower, so he's not going to commit into quests and stuff. So he's a defender, and he can be used to do stuff. So let's put him out there, which is great. And I don't have any use for any lore type stuff at the moment, so I'm getting scared that I'm going to come up against some ships. So, and I assume the Caretaker being like a space alien thing, like the array, so he'll be an alien, a spaceship version thing that I can go up against. So let's do that. I think we're good. So questing, I need to leave 7 up and him up because he's going to block the attack, and then 7's just going to kick his ass, which is cool. So I'm going to have to take the hit. I can't, although I do have far less threat to worry about now. 3. Yeah, I'm going to leave Janeway behind just in case something happens. So let's do Balana 2, 5, 7. Should be enough. Unless there's something really, really nasty in here. Alright, let's do it. Reveal a card. Infected! Ooh, that creepy infection thing that the experiments did. Treachery. When revealed, the first player attaches infected to one of his heroes. Counts as a condition attachment with the text. Limit 1 per hero. Attached hero cannot refresh, and its text box is treated as if it were blank. Response. Travel to a compass city to discard this card. Oh, wow! I love that. So it has its own inbuilt discard effect, which conditions... That's pretty cool. It can, of course, be removed by a card that removes conditions as well, but the fact that they have its own inbuilt thing is pretty sweet. And that is what happens in the episode, right? The compass heal it. So that's pretty sweet. Alright, so when revealed, first player attaches infected to one of its heroes. Attached hero cannot refresh, and its text box is treated as if it were blank. So I'm going to put that on Janeway because she's not tapped, so it doesn't have to worry about the cannot refresh business, which is good. And text box is treated as if blank. That's pretty sweet. I could actually committed to the mission next turn and not raise the threat by 1. So it has its ups and downs, and then I won't be able to redo her. She'll be a once-off deal, but I can get away with it. So, yeah, that's a very cool card. But it is only 7 versus 3, so I win by 4. I only need 2 on here, 1, 2, so that's cleared. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually put it aside here to keep track of the fact that I've defeated the Badlands. So I've defeated the Badlands. It's not a victory display thing, but I'm just going to put it aside just so I can know that it's... I'm just going to chuck it up here just to know that I've been there, defeated it. Because I will forget. So I only needed, so I won by 4. I needed 2 on there. I got 2 more on here. So 2. I'm going to chuck it over here, just so I know I'm getting close. Which means I can then travel to the debris field. Now, if I travel to the debris field, reveal the top card of the encounter deck and add it to the staging area to travel here. So let's do that. Inside the array, space away team. If any player's threat is 25 or higher, I do like that. I usually just say away to indicate away team. I do like the fact that it says away team, to be fair. I actually quite like that. If any player's threat is 25 or higher, while this location is in the staging area, which that applies to me because I'm 31, 32, so yep. It gains +2 threat, and the first player must discard a card from their hand to travel here. Okay, so I'm not going to travel there yet, but it does get +2 threat. Players cannot draw cards while inside the array. What does that mean? Am I inside the array? It's not the current active location, so I'm not actually inside the array. Is that meant to say players cannot draw cards while inside the array is the active location? This looks very similar to my ball card. So let me just bring that up. Let's have a look. Best of both worlds. Ball cube interior. If any player's threat is 25 or higher while this location is in the staging area, it gains +2 threat, and the first player must discard a card from their hand to travel here. It doesn't have the extra bit about players cannot draw cards. That must be something from something else. Intriguing. Very intriguing. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's usually, I mean, to say inside the array, to be inside the array, it would need to be the active location. So players cannot draw cards while inside the array. Not technically inside the array, because I haven't traveled there yet. So I'm just going to ignore this last bit until it becomes the active location. I'm just going to read that as its active location, and then I'll jump across. But for now, this is my active location. So reveal the top card of the encounter deck, add to the staging area, which is what I've done. After the debris field, lose players and explore the location, you get to draw 5 cards. So I'll deal with that when we get to that point. Cool. All right, there's no other enemies in the staging area, so let's deal with the enemies that are currently in here. So Golovec is going to attack, which means he gets a shadow card. I'm going to defend with my red shirt veteran, so it's 2 versus 1. He gets a shadow effect. Oh, should I attack this guy? Shadow effect. No shadow effect on the debris field, so it is just 2 versus 1. So he does get damaged. He can't use the ability on himself because he's already exhausted, because he exhausted to defend, but he did successfully defend and he's still alive, which means 7 can now hit back for 3. So 3 minus 1 is 2, so Golovec cops 2 points of damage. Should I hit back with Chainway as well? It'd be 2. I'd only be 1 point of damage, and then I'd have the whole thing about not being able to refresh. So, no, I'm not going to do that. Golovec lives to tell another tale. Lives another day. How many of those things can I use? All right, end of the round. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Refresh, 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 and draw a card. Okay, not the card I wanted, but still handy nonetheless. I really need to build up these spirit resources. Do I give... So that's really interesting. Like, that's really quite harsh. Limit 1 per hero. Attached hero cannot refresh. So it doesn't say it doesn't refresh as normal in the refresh phase. It just says blankly, it cannot refresh. I quite like that. I mean, it's incredibly harsh. I mean, wow. I mean, obviously it then means I can't even ready. I can't use Starfleet training to ready them because it basically just flat out says attached hero cannot refresh, which is cool, harsh but cool. And it makes sense. I mean, it means that you can do something. You're a hero, so you can do something. You know, attack, defend, win a quest, whatever the case may be. But as soon as you do, you can't ready again because you're too ill. I love it. Really cool. So, I'm not going to bother putting Starfleet training on her because it is of no real use. But I could put it on... You know what? I could actually put it on 7 because that means I could then attack and defend with the same character. Well, defend and then attack if you want to put it in the right order. But then, you know what? I'm not going to this round because I've got this dude that can help defend. He can survive at least another 2, so that's fine. And also, I want to save up. I mean, I want to get Deanna out. She's just too cool. That character gains either 1 willpower or 1 defense, whatever the case may be, which is cool. And having Sulu out would be good, and also getting a ritual to reduce my threat by 6 would be handy. So, yeah. All right. Question. The threat, so I only need to beat 3, but I want to make at least 4, so I need 7. 2, 5, 7, and then yeah, I might as well just use her to quest once, and then she doesn't refresh, does 1 threat. I might as well just do that. I'll stick to the plan. I could get her to attack. Actually, I should have gotten her to attack. I could have killed Gullivac. That's what I could have done. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Silly. Silly. I mean, he'll be dead next turn anyway, but still. Alright, so 3. That goes up by 1. 5, 8, 10. So let's do it. 10 versus 5 because it gets +2 threat. Against +2 threat. So it's 10 versus 5. Oh, check it out. Enemy Cujo. Awesome. Holographic dog. I don't remember this scene at all. When did this happen? Is this when they're on the farm? Is this when they're on the holographic farm? That's got to be it. It's when they're on the farm, for sure. Holographic dog. Love it. When revealed, the first player chooses 1 character currently committed to a mission. Deal 2 damage to that character. That's pretty powerful. So that's the same ability as the Dol Guldur orcs. So, I love it though. That's pretty vicious. Do I care? I mean, really, B'Elanna could just take that damage on the chin. I do have a when revealed, but I want to save that just in case there's another harsh, like, infected card or something. Like, I don't want another infected card. So, I think I'm just going to take the damage. I do have some healing stuff in the deck. So, hopefully that does come up. So, I'm just going to take the damage on 7. Because I can't risk taking it on one of the others. So 2 points of damage when revealed. Nasty. Alright, 2 threat. So it is 10 versus 7. I still win by 3. Which is not quite enough to beat the debris field, but it's better than nothing. No, it has an engagement cost of 8. So... yeah, engaged. Harsh. Let's get some shadow cards. Wow. Alright, so They both attack for 2. I'm going to take... Oh, man. I'm going to defend Gullavec with this dude. No shadow effect. And got rid of another infected card. Brilliant. So he takes an extra damage. So he's still kicking. And I'm going to take Cujo undefended on Balana. Because remember, Voyage has given them +2 hit points. So, undefended. Oh. Don't apply damage yet because I got to do the shadow card. Oh. No shadow effect. Oh, there's Kazon Fleet. I knew it. I knew it was going to have some Kazon. When Kazon Fleet attacks, deal it 1 additional intrigue card. That's cool. That's really cool. So I do get some ships attacking around the 35 mark. Very nice. But no shadow effect, which is all that really matters here. So 1, 2. Or intrigue effect. Oh, that's awesome. Now, hitting back, I can kill Gullavec or kill Cujo. I can kill either one. I just can't kill both. If I'd had Starfleet training, I could have. Yeah, I'm gonna kill Gullavec just to get him out, just to get him into the victory pile and do the like win conditions and stuff. So hit for 3 minus 1 is 2, 1, 2, 4 points damage, dead. So let's get Gullavec up into victory display. So I'll just put those 2 aside, just so I've got Gullavec and Badlands both taken care of. So I realize I just need the progress now, so to get rid of them, and then Cujo can just hang around being nasty. I love it, Cujo. Yeah, end. Increase threat. Refresh. Janeway doesn't refresh because of the virus. Doesn't say anything about not getting resources. So. Oh, no. What have I done? I should actually be on 34 because the text box was blank, and so I didn't have to do the spin the threat to send it, which was part of the thing, right? So resource. It was all part of the deal. Draw a card. All right. Thank you very much. That can go on 7 for free. Thank you. Reduce all weapons and armor by 2, so straight on to 7 for free, and there's even a picture of 7 firing the weapons. So thank you very much. That's actually the suit that I wanted to get a picture of for her hero card, but I just couldn't find a decent resolution of one. Like they all looked really blurry and stuff, so that's a shame, but it is what it is. So there she is, got herself a phaser rifle. Now she can just kick the crap out of anything. So +2 or +3 if the enemy's not engaged with you. I mean, it's ridiculous. So yeah, she's pretty powerful now. Pretty powerful. And now I have 3 resources, so I can either reduce the threat or get Deanna out. Now I don't desperately need to get Deanna out, but then I don't desperately need to reduce threat either. So I'm thinking I should head on and get Sulu out. He places progresses on missions in locations that are on the staging area. And this looks pretty harsh. So, although if reduced by 6 it would be 28, still wouldn't affect that. No, you know what? I'm not making the same mistake twice. I'm going to do spend 2 and give 7 Starfleet training. So that means she can defend and attack at the same time in the same round. Sorry guys. I do want you out, but I mean 7's already kicking on all the ass I need. You know what I mean? I could have used him before to cancel that extra damage. Oh, well. I need to get some healers out. That's what I need. I need the doctor. Where's the doctor? Emergency EMH. What's going on? Anyway, so she doesn't refresh. So now the only question I can do is 2, 5, 7. Yeah, which is... Although I could quest of her and then ready her. What am I doing? 7. 7 versus 5. Yeah, you know what? She doesn't need to attack twice. Fuck it. And then spend that to refresh her. So 10 again. 10 versus 5. And then reveal a card. Kazon Cruiser. Ship Kazon. Forced. If Kazon Cruiser is dealt an intrigue card with no effect, there is no counterattack after it attacks. Ah, so that's a rewording of the effect where... Yeah, so the effect... It's the wargs that says that if they have a shadow card with no effect, then they go back to the staging area. But this one's slightly different. This is saying if it's dealt an intrigue card with no effect, and there's no... That means you can't actually... You can't attack it after it attacks. It cannot be attacked, is what it's saying. I like it. So it's an extra 2. So 10 versus 7, win by 3. We only need one more on here. So that's done. Now as part of that, I can search top 5 cards of... Oh, it's not my deck, it's the discard pile. What? What the hell, man? That's harsh. And add to his 10, shuffle the rest of the deck back into the... Okay, so it's an interesting... That's an interesting effect. It's slightly reworded. Normally, this effect normally says search your deck for a card. Top 5 cards in your deck for a card, and then shuffle the rest back into your deck. But this is actually letting you search your discard pile, and then the extra bonus is that you get to put your discard pile back into your deck again, which you don't normally get in game. So, yeah. At first I was horrified, but I'm cool with it now. That's alright. So I'll do that now. So search the top 5 cards on my discard pile. I don't have any. I don't have any discards. Oh, jeez. Oh well, that was a waste. So I need one on this. I won by 3. Only one on it, so I get 2 more on that. And then I'm going to travel to the array. So it gets rid of its +2 bonus threat. Because its threat doesn't matter now anyway, because I've travelled to there, so that's fine. But I have to discard a card from my hand to travel here. Oh man, it was done in a different sequence. That's mean. That is just mean. Is it discard a card at random? No, it says discard a card. Doesn't say discard a card at random, so I get to pick. What do I want to discard? Let's face it, I'm just not going to get Sulu out anytime soon, so sorry buddy, you're out of there. You're too expensive. Alright, now I'm gonna deal with this. Players cannot draw cards while inside the array. So I'm gonna say while it's the active location, while I'm inside the array is active. So I can't draw any cards. Cool. Alright, so that's questing done. Combat, no engagement. So these guys will engage. Their engagement cost is only 28. And I think that is 4, so let's get some shadow cards. That'll be the Kazon Ship's shadow card, and this will be Cujo's shadow card. Let's get them those. Okay, so let's deal with the ship first. I can only defend with Voyager, so Voyager defends. I'm defending for 4. Attacking for 3. Now, if it's doubt no intrigue, if intrigue card with no effect, I can't shoot back. I could actually shoot back with 7. I just want to point that out. I can shoot back with 7. But, if there's no intrigue effect, I can't. So let's do it. Yep. No intrigue effect, so 7 can't shoot back, even if I wanted to. So that takes care of that. So that's just going to hang around now. Cujo, I'm going to defend with my defender guy. So he will, it's 2 versus 1, so he will die. So let's get a shadow effect. Oh, here we go, there's a new card. Mage Jabin. Kazon, leader. When revealed, each character currently committed to a mission gets -1 willpower until the end of the phase. Oh, interesting. What's the intrigue effect though, which is what's applicable to this, is raise the defending player's threat by 4. Raise the defending player's threat by 8 instead if this attack is undefended. Oh, what? Well, it was defended, so it's only 4. Wow. That's savage. Wow. Alright, cool. Well, now I'm going to kill that motherfucker. So, boom. Dead. Easily dead. Like it kicked its ass. Don't even need to use my phaser. Well, I'll be using this ASAP. Anyway, end of the round. Boom. Gee, my threat is huge. Resource. Can't draw a card while I'm inside the array. Can't draw a card. So let's just deal with what I've got. I need to save up for these guys. These guys have got resources that I can't even use. Yeah. Alright. 3, 5, 8, 10. Oh, this guy was meant to die. This guy should have died. Sorry, he defended against Thinno and was dead. So, sorry about that, my friend. 3, 5, 7, 9? No? 3, 5, 8, 10. I learned how to count. So 10. A compass city is, what does it say? You must travel to a compass city to discard this card. Brilliant, brilliant. I really like that mechanic. That's cool. After you travel to a compass city, first player may choose and ready one character you control. So not only do I, when I travel there, I get to remove that condition and I get to ready. That is awesome. All right, so 10 versus 2. I win by 8. So that gets rid of that. And then... Oh! I've even got past the next stage! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. What am I talking about? So I win by 8. So 4 for there, 4 for there. Puts me on 8. So I've actually gone to the next stage. Alright, so... Was there any... No? Okay. Alright, this is exciting. Before I even get to travel to a compass city, I need to deal with this. So... all conditions have been met. I've defeated Karlovec and I've traveled and defeated the Badlands and I have 8 progress. So let's get rid of that and let's travel to 2A. Delta Quadrant. Oh, so this quest is actually called Swept Away. It's not called Caretaker at all. It's actually called Swept Away. So there you go. Your ship has encountered a coherent Tetrion beam. I love the Voyager gobbledygook. The techno babble as they called it. And been instantly transported 70,000 light years away into the distant Delta Quadrant. Dun, dun, dun. Search the encounter deck for the enemy Caretaker and place it into the staging area. What if it had already came out and was in the discard pile? But it's not, so that's fine. Search the encounter deck for the enemy Caretaker and place it in the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. Proceed to 2B. Okay, let's look for the Caretaker. None of them have got names. No. Alright, so that's my fault. I didn't give them names when I put them into TTS because I didn't want to look at the cards. So caretaker. What would the caretaker look like? Oh, here we go. This looks like it. Yep. There we go. Boink. So 40. So let's have a look at the caretaker. Alien Nassim. 40 engagement, 1 threat, 2 attack, 1 defense, 4 hit points. Forced. After caretaker engages you, deal 5 damage to a single hero control. Holy shit! It's the Hammerhorns. Hammerhorns. Oh no! Oh no! Deal 1 damage to each character the defending player controls. That's the intrigue effect. 2 damage if the attacks on defense. So it is the Hammerhorns. Oh, I needed... Oh, why did I let this guy die? Why? Oh no! Cancel up to 5 damage. Cancel! It doesn't even get to inflict. It just cancels. Oh my god, he was perfect. And I'm so close to 40. That's insane. Alright, proceed to 2B. You must travel to and defeat inside the array, debris field, and Ocumbent City and defeat Caretaker to win this game. Okay, right. So, we're about to do Ocumbent City, so that's fine. We've already defeated debris field and inside the array. So there's a lot of... these should really be victory cards, I think. Would be... What do we got? Inside the array, debris field, already been defeated, Ocumbent City we're about to do, and then defeat the caretaker. So not too bad. Okay. Unless, of course, the intent is that that there's multiple copies of debris field inside the array, and you're only meant to count the ones that you defeat while you're on this actual stage. I could see how that would be the case, right? So it's saying that now that you're on this stage, you now have to defeat those ones, which is why they're not victory cards. Because it means you have to get to them again. I'm going to play it like that. I think it makes more sense like that. Badlands, there's only 1 copy of Badlands in this deck. So this should be a victory card. Right? I'm standing by that. That should be a victory card in order to get past this one. So the way I'm going to play it is, even though I've already been there, it's saying that I have to travel and defeat inside the array, debris field, or command defeated caretaker with the game. And that's more in lines with the quest in the core box where you have to defeat Ungleont's spawn. But if you've already defeated her, you have to defeat her. It already counts, right? If you've already defeated her, it already counts. Unless because you get like 2 paths, right? One is just defeat her, and you're like, well, if you get that path, it's awesome. You just do the progress, and bang, you're done because you've already defeated her earlier in the game. If you get the other path where you have to search the encounter deck and grab her, or you grab a spider, it just says search the encounter deck for a spider, and of course you grab her and you put her to play. But because she's in the discard pile, you have to wait until she's shuffled back in again. Or something. I'm going to play, since they're not victory cards, I'm going to play it as in I have to travel and defeat these cards again to get through it. I mean, it's only 26 cards left. I think that's the spirit of the game. Dan, I need you to comment or send me a Facebook message or something. Just let me know how that was meant to go. Am I doing it right? Should I, since I've already been there, should I grab them now and put them aside, saying that and make note that I've already done it? Or should I do it again while I'm on this stage? I need to know what you think. I'm going to play it as if I have to do it again while I'm on this stage. So I have to get through these 26, shuffle it all back in, and then just do it again. Or if there's multiple copies of them, like encounter the multiple copies of them. I'm going to play it that way. I just think that makes a little bit more thematic sense. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be pretty harsh. So let's do... so that's the questing done. So let's move to a Compton City. After you travel to Compton City, first player choose a Caretaker character. I'm going to choose... So because I moved to a Compton City, as a response, I can discard this card. So see you later. Which means that she's back in action, and I can choose to ready a character. I'm going to ready... Ready. I don't need... There's nothing else attacking me. So I can ready her. Who am I going to ready as part of the travel effect? Guess it doesn't really matter, right? Let's just do her. I mean, really, getting rid of the conditioning was all that was really mattered. So there's the Caretaker. Reset. Alright. Combat. Let's get a shadow card. I mean, she can't shoot back because it's a ship, so 7 can, though. Alright, so I'm going to defend with the Voyager. So it's 3 versus 4. I'm all good. I don't get a shadow effect or an intrigue effect, which is a shame because it means I now can't hit back. That is really powerful. I mean, it doesn't go back to the staging area, which is really good for it because then I would have just sniped it out of the staging area. I would have done 6 points of damage to it. Wouldn't have stood a chance. But because it just stays hanging around, it's really thematic. I like it. So yeah, so easily defended, no intrigue effect, so and I can't hit it back. So it just needs to stay where it is. Alright. End of the round. 40. So the Caretaker will engage me next turn. Resource. The Caretaker will engage. Delta, handy. But, sorry, I can't cast you because 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use Valtor Pan Ritual and go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't have that arsehole engage me just yet. Until I get some healing. I need to get some healing. Otherwise I'm screwed. If I get some healing, 7 can take the hit. But if I don't get some healing, I am screwed. Is he a space? Alien. Okay. That's just alien. Alright. Yeah. Sorry, Delta. Sorry, Deanna. I do want either of you in the thing, but I can't do that. So, let's quest. I'm not going to quest of 7. Yeah. Oh, man. It's increased threat business. It's just nasty. So 3, 5, 8, 10. Alright. Okay, Kazon Fleet. When Kazon Fleet attacks, deal it 1 additional intrigue card. Very cool. 2 threat, so it's 3 threat. So I win by 7. So that blows a Compton City out of the sky for only 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122 3, so 1 by 7, so it's 4. Okay, so I've got enough progress, that's not a problem, but now, so I've gotten rid of a competent city, so I now need to get rid of inside the array, debris field, and defeat the caretaker. Okay, so the caretaker won't engage, but these guys will, 35, and I am 35, so I'm going to make them. They get an additional intrigue card, so those two are for them. This one is for the other guy. Oh, it doesn't tap to send to the mission. Okay, so I'm going to defend this guy. Intrigue card number 1, no effect. Intrigue card number 2, intrigue, deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Carol dead. The others still kicking, but just. Alright, so 3 versus 4, not a problem. I'm going to take this guy undefended on Voyager. So it's going to be 3 points of damage. No intrigue effect. God damn it. It's undefended. 1, 2, 3. Now I can hit back on this one though, so I'm going to. 3, 5. 5 minus 1's 4. 4 points of damage. So that one sticks around, can't hit it back. That one sticks around because it's not dead yet. These get taken away. End of the round. Thank God for the Voyager 2 hit points business. Alright, faint. Awesome. I can stop one of them from attacking me. Great. I don't do a huge amount of damage, but it's better than nothing. Before we even do that though, as an action, I'm going to pay a resource from Balana's pool to heal 2 damage from Voyager. Limit once per round. So that's done. Now, yeah, Spirit. I got no lore cards. Where's all my healing cards? I need some threat reduction. I need some healing. Come on, people. Come on. Anyway, questing. I don't need the super quest. It's only 1. I don't need to go all out. I'm going to leave Janeway and 7 up so I can use them. And hope I get an intrigue effect so I can actually shoot it. So it's actually 2, 5. I'm only doing 5. I don't need to do a huge amount. Snatched. When revealed, the player with the highest threat level attaches this card to one of his heroes. Counts as a condition attachment with the text. Attached hero does not ready during the refresh phase unless you pay 2 resources. Alright, I'll pay 2 resources. Balana's loaded with resources, so's it's only ready during the refresh phase. I'm actually going to give it to 7. Throw it on 7 because she's got resources to spare. Okay, so yeah, so it's 5 versus 1. I win by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointless. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Caretaker doesn't engage. These 2 dudes do still engage. So 1, 2 for the first guy, and then 1 for the second guy. Okay, defending against the first guy. No intrigue. Intrigue. Attacking enemy gets +1/+2 if it's undefended. No, it is defended, so +1. So it's 4 versus 4, no effect. Okay, this guy taking undefended on Voyager. No intrigue. Oh my god. This is getting painful. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and 7 will hit back on the only one that she can. So it's 3. She doesn't even need the phaser rifle. Doesn't even need it. 3 -1's 2. Dead. She just shot a ship out of space. Just opened up one of the side windows of Voyager and sort of leaned out. It's like, yep, take this. Thank you very much. Sayonara. Thank God I put those on the deck. Alright, so they're gone. Is there more than one of these debris fields and stuff? Actually, I know for a fact there's more than one debris field. Because we just had one as a shadow effect. And a comp. Yeah, there definitely is. Alright, cool. I think I'm playing this right. I think I'm playing it in the spirit that was intended. So, we'll see how it goes. Alright, so end of the round. Increase. I need to decrease threat before he engages. Or healing. Before I even draw the card, I'm going to spend a resource and heal 2. Alright, let's draw a card. Oh, why didn't I use faint? Oh, idiot. Idiot. I drew it and I'm like, yeah, yay, faint, awesome. And I didn't even use it. It's pointless. Anyway, Batleth, that's obviously going on. It's going on. There's so much going on. She's out of space. No pun intended. Yeah, so Tashira gets +1/+2 if they have the Klingon or Warrior trait. I could make her a 4, but 7's the one doing all the damage, so I get a progress token on the current mission. Not that I need it, but hey. And she can have it. It's restricted, but she can have more than one restriction. So 1, 2, the only 2 restrictions that she's got. And she can have 3. So she's good. The environment she's not restricted. So she can have this. There's a normal 2. Cybernetics gives her a 3rd one, so which she hasn't even got yet. But still, she gets +1, which is sweet. So she's up to 4. It's great. And it was free. I don't even know why I spent resources. What did I spend the resources for? It's free. Free. Okay. I need resources on the other 2, but can't afford them just yet. And I'm not super desperate for the questing, to be honest. I just need to kill this guy. I need to be able to attack this guy. That effect is just... it's just unbelievable. So, I'm not going to quest with Janeway. I don't need to. I'm just going to do B'Elanna and Voyager. Just do the 5. I don't need that much more. So let's just do the 5. Kazon Warrior. Kazon. When revealed, each player must choose one character currently committed to a mission and remove that character from the mission. Chosen character does not ready. What do they add? 2. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm not going to waste my when revealed. They don't ready. So I'll just remove B'Elanna from the mission. Doesn't ready, so who cares? So I'll remove her, so it's down 2. So I still win by 1. Whatever. Alright, these guys will engage. Intrigue for the ship. Intrigue for the warriors. Cool. Let's deal with the ship first. Defending with Voyager. 3 versus 4. Yes! Yes! Finally! An intrigue effect. Deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. Okay. B'Elanna still lives. Barely. But at least I can now actually hit back. So yes, yes. All right, these guys I'll defend with 7. Oh no, I'll defend with her. Yeah, I might be able to just kill both of these guys. I can kill both of these guys. Let's defend with Janeway. Defending for 2 versus 1. No intrigue effect. Thank you very much. So she takes no damage. Alright, now let's 7 just blaze away. First, she's going to kill these assholes. Doesn't even need to use her phaser rifle. A Batlath is all she needs. See you later. Bye. She's doing 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. Don't care. Dead. Then she's going to shoot. Then she's going to ready and attack these assholes. And again, she can just do it with her own Batlath in her hands. In fact, she only really needs her hands. She only needs hand-to-hand combat. Wait a minute, I've missed a comment with Thinno. So they're definitely dead. But I just noticed this. If Kazel Warrior has dealt an intrigue card with no effect, return him to the staging area after he attacks. So I can't actually attack him because that was his intrigue. That was his card, his show card, and there's no intrigue effect. So it's basically the original version of these guys is they run away. They attack and then they run away back to the staging area. So I can't actually shoot him back. I was on a bloodthirsty roll then, but to be fair, I can't actually do that. Thankfully, I noticed that. So, but I did kill the ship though. Thank God. See you later. So reset both 1. Now I don't need to use. So she did attack. She attacked, and then Starfleeted training to ready her again. But I didn't attack the second guy. So the condition doesn't take effect. Not that it matters because I can afford it, but still, the condition does not take effect. So resource. I've already done the threat. Draw a card. Barclay, give me some cards, dude. 1, 2. Put Barclay into play. Use the action phase to spend 1 to reduce damage. Then I'm just going to immediately use Barclay to draw a card. It's not what I was after, but it's attached to the first ship or space enemy. This dude really should be. No, I guess no, because it's not him. He's not the one. He doesn't float around and kill stuff. He's in his array. He's in an array. So I guess it makes sense that he's not a ship or a space enemy. Because that would have been cool. Well, I'm going to put it into play anyway, right? Because I can afford it. 1, 2, 3. Put them in. So the first ship that shows up is going to get slapped. It's great. Then gotta remember I've got faint. Test of will. Alright, so Delta or Diana. Who do I need? I think I need. I don't really need either of them. To be fair, I actually don't need either of them. I need bloody threat reduction. What does this guy say? Is it deal 5 damage to a hero? Yeah, 5 damage to a hero. I need healing. Give me healing. They can block his attack for me, but they can't. It's 5 damage to a hero you control. So one of my heroes is going to die. I'm going to do Delta because she adds free progress anyway. She has free progress. If I get an active location. So, I mean, it helps. So, let's do it. I'm going to leave these up. I can't afford the extra threat. I'm getting enough threat as it is. So, 2, 5 doesn't have to do it. So, 5, 7. I can ready her. So that's fine. So no, I don't need that much. 7's enough. 2, 5, 7. There's no active locations, so I don't have to worry about that. So it's 7 versus 2 so far. Let's get this card. Oh, it's Cujo! Rawr! I love it how he's more threat than these guys with guns. You don't mess with an angry dog, dude. Very cool. Alright. When reveal, choose a kill 2 damage. No. Oh, I've got no spirit. Oh, no. One caretaker committed to the mission, deal 2 damage to that character. Does Delta survive? No, dead. She'd be dead. Well, the character he's committed, so I'll just take it on that. That is so harsh. All right, cool. So it's 4. So number 2. Win by 3. There you go. I've got plenty of that. No locations to travel to. This is pretty harsh, but these 2 guys will engage. So let's give them. Is there a ship? Oh no, that's mines. These guys engage. Neither of them are ships, so they're not affected by the mines. They'll just do it as per normal. So, I'll defend the warriors. No, I'll defend Cujo with Janeway. No intrigue effect. So Janeway defends. 2 for 2, no effect. The warriors I'll defend with 7. No intrigue effect. So it's easily defended, but because they had no intrigue effect, they return to the staging area. Cujo will stay in with me. I will Starfleet training to ready 7 and then attack 7. Attack these guys, which is no contest. She doesn't even need her weapons. Dog is dead. Now the condition will come into effect. So, end of the round, increase rep by 1. I spend 2 resources to ready her. Okay, let's draw a card. Okay, it's not what I wanted. I really, really, really did not want that. Okay, so Barclay, it's up to you, buddy. Give me some healing. Oh, another card draw. Thank you very much. So I'll draw 3 cards with computer research. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So stasis field will stop something attacking. It won't stop the 5 damage thing, but this guy will. Thank you, red shirt veteran. You are a lifesaver. Holy shit, dude. Source and discard to cancel up to 5 damage just out to a character. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. This stream will be known as the Red Shirt Veteran is a god stream. Unbelievably cool. Alright. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Alright. Restricted. Should I give it to... Shit, why not? I'm going to give it to 7 because... she's using all of them. So, and it's free. So why the hell not? So I give her some Elite Forces armor, which is restricted. So that's her full 3 restrictions now. She gets +1 defense, +2 if she has the Starfleet trait, which she does not. So she gets +1. So she's now a 4/4. She's pretty badass with a Pfizer rifle. So I can make her a 6/4 if I so desire. Yeah. I can take the Caretaker now. This guy has saved my life. Alright. Let's do it. Quest. I really don't need to... I can't. I spent all the resources. But you know what? Don't care. 2, 5, 7. I'm cool with that. Have I got no spirit resources? I got no resources. Completely gone. That can't be right. What did I spend that was blue? Have I gypped myself resources? I think I did, because last turn I wanted to do a test of will and I couldn't because there was no resources. And this round I didn't spend anything on blue. So yeah, I've gypped myself. So I can actually heal the ship. But I won't. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. But yeah, that should be right. So anyway, so what am I doing? 2, 5, 7. Reveal a card. Another Kazon Warrior. So 1, 2, 3. Means I win by 4. Not an issue there. These 2 dudes will engage. I'm only on 39, so he doesn't engage yet, but I'll take these guys. Okay. I'm not going to risk this dude dying. I'm just going to use these guys. These guys aren't going to die. It's fine. It's fine. I can't risk the hero of the moment. I could faint. I could faint one of them. But they're only doing 1. Don't be a wuss. Alright. Defending with Janeway. On this guy. No intrigue effect. Which means he goes back to the staging area. That's painful. And defending with 7 on this guy. He does get an intrigue effect. So choose and discard an attachment from the defending character. If this attack is undefended, discard all attachments. Well, thank God it's defended. Choose and discard 1 attachment. This one. Okay. She doesn't need the extra defense. She's already pretty beefy. So easily defended. It does have an intrigue card, so it stays in play, which means I can Starfleet training, untap, and then kill him. See you later. It's a bit weird the Starship Redshirt Veteran doesn't have any attack. Yep, easily dead. See you later. 1 less Kazon Warriors to worry about. Poor man's Klingons. Means I can't... Oh, that's interesting. Because it is the end of the round. And I can't refresh her because she doesn't have the resources. That's disappointing. Alright, can't refresh her. Resources. 1, 2... Wait, let's look at this. Yeah, so this is the refresh phase. It's here. Refresh all cards. Raise threat. Then... you get resources. So she gets a resource, but she didn't have 2 resources when she was in the refresh phase, so she stays tapped. Draw a card. Another Barclay, which is great, but I can't have him in play, which is no good, so I'm going to use this Barclay. Oh, yeah. Alright, I don't have any Vulcans. Nope, no Vulcans in play. And I don't have enough resources. So... this meditation card will get rid of the condition for me, but it doesn't. Can't use it. I haven't got enough resources, so here's what it is. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. So let's hope there's not a lot in the way of combat. If there is, I can feint and stasis and all that sort of stuff. But there is going to be combat this turn anyway, because you know who is coming down. Yeah, it's going to be pretty harsh. But anyway, today is questing time. So let's quest 5, 7. I think that's enough. Actually, do I even need that? I think I only need... Do I even really need that? I'm just going to do 5. I'm going to do Voyager and Delta. I'm just going to leave B'Elanna up so she can like help defend and stuff. And attack and all that sort of business. So 5 versus Kazon Cruiser. The old no counter attack business. Alright, so it's 4. So I win by 1. I need locations, that's what I need. Alright, so engagement. They're all engaging. They will engage in this order. So let's put them like that. Shadow, shadow, shadow. Okay, is there any when engage effects? After Caretaker engage, you deal 5 damage. I'll do that in a second. Deal no entry cards, so, and when revealed. He wasn't revealed. He was just put in there. If Kazon is dealt effect, entry card with no effect, removed to stationary. So don't have to worry about that either. All right, so let's deal with this in turn. We've got mines in play. So immediately, the enemy with the highest engagement cost that engages with you. Attach this card to the first ship or space enemy with the highest engagement cost. So that's the highest ship. It's the only ship. So that gets attached to that. And immediately at this, the combat. So we're now in the combat phase. Let's deal with this. At the start of the next combat phase, deal 6x damage to the enemy, where x is the x value, is the defense value of that ship. So the defense value of that ship is 1. So that's 6 minus 1 is 5. It deals 5 damage to the ship. The ship dies. So this ship dies before it even gets a chance to do anything. So that takes care of that. So I don't even have to worry about the no counter attack business or anything like that. So he's dead before he even gets to do anything. Now let's deal with these ones. Now the fun begins. Let's deal with this one. So the Caretaker. After Caretaker engages you... Well, I should have done this before I done this, to be fair. But anyway. If you'll deal 5 damage to a single hero you control. So I'm going to nominate B'Elanna to deal the damage to. But then, Red Shirt Veteran. I want to hear a round of applause for Red Shirt Veteran. Thank you. As a valor response, I'm going to exhaust and discard Red Shirt Veteran to cancel. Cancel. Not heal. Cancel. Up to 5 damage just dealt to a character. So is cancel the same as prevent? Let's look that up. I'm intrigued by this. I need to make sure this is right. Awesome. Any effect that can cancel damage, which would occur before damage is applied, works. Oh, what an absolute god this dude is. Alright, well, sorry buddy, but you're doing your exact thing. So he will exhaust and discard to cancel the 5 damage single hero effect from the Caretaker. Screw you, Caretaker. He leaps in the way. I love it. He's going to be like, no! Oh, no. And down he goes. Cool. So that's the force effect. So now we get into the attack phase. So like I said, I should have done that first effect before I did that effect. But anyway. So now let's attack. So the Caretaker's attacking for 2. I could just defend. I kind of. Oh, but that's refreshed now, so I can actually use it to ready her. So I had to use that to ready her for the first one, so I can't double attack with her, but I can still use it to attack. So I can. What I can do is I'll defend these two. These two will defend these two, and then she'll hit back the Caretaker because she's got enough to kill him. It just means I won't be able to kill the other guy, which is fine. Because let's face it, he'll probably run away anyway. So let's deal with the Caretaker. Attacking for 2, I'm going to take it on Janeway. Defending for 2. No shadow effect. So 2 versus 2, no effect. These guys, defending with Balana. 1 versus 2, no shadow effect. They immediately run back to the staging area. Like wusses. And then 7 will kill the Caretaker. I need to do 5 points of damage. 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Dead. Because he's dead, I get a progress on the Thinno. Now, I get a progress on there. But he's also a victory card, so he's going to go up there. They all get thrown into there. So I still need to get inside the array and debris field in order to win. I can do it, people. I can do it. Oh, red shirt veteran. So increase threat by 1. I could lose just by threat. I've got the 2 resources, so I'm going to spend them to ready her. And then get resources. 1, 2, 3, and then draw a card. Please. Oh, that's not what I want. I want some healing, people. Some healing. Anyway, I'm going to 1, 2, 3 to get rid of this. So spend meditation to get rid of this condition card. Oh, no I'm not. There's only 4 cards left. There's only 4 cards left. If I get rid of it now, it'll be shuffled back in and I'll just cop it again. So I'm actually going to hold off. She can survive. She's fine. She's fine for now. So what I need to do is Barclay and get another card. Oh yeah! What I wanted from years ago. 1 spirit. Chuck that on her. Now she can quest and not exhaust and not spend. So yeah, a bit late now. Don't really need it now, but hey, at least I'm not getting more threat than I was getting. What else? I think that's it. Yep. I'm gonna 1 resource to do 2 heal. I think that's pretty much it. I need to reshuffle so I can get some bloody locations. Alright, well, Janeway for 3, 6, 8. I don't even need to use the others. Inside the array. Thank you. Thank you. So 4. So I win by 4. Plenty of progress. Then I'm going to travel to inside the array. If the player's threat is 25 size in the station area, don't care. Oh, gains +2. Sorry. So it's actually +2. So it's 8 versus 6, so I'm down 2. Not that it really matters. I need to discard a card from my hand to travel here. I get to pick. It doesn't say random, so I just get to discard. So I don't need status field. I'll keep the Barclay just in case he dies and I need another one out there. So yeah, get rid of status field. Don't care. Cannot draw cards while I'm inside the array, so that's fine. So that's it. Done. Engagement. This guy. There's that. Alright. I will defend with Janeway. No intrigue effect. He runs away. Oh my god. This is... this is getting painful. This is getting really painful. That's it. Threat. Blink. 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 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. I'm pretty sure I've got a card in here, long range attack, that lets me shoot the staging area. If I can do that and bop him off, that'd be awesome. Anyway, got a Batleth. Does she need another Batleth? I mean, she gets it for free anyway, so who cares? Batleth, done. Actually, let's give it to Bliana, just for the lols. Which means I have to actually spend to use it. That's fine. I'm good with that. Batleth. Bliana. She's now a 4/2. She's done alright. Yeah, questing. Janeway doesn't have to exhaust his event quest anymore, so that's fine. So 3, 6. Oh, I forgot to Barclay. Let's Barclay before I even bother doing that. Oh yeah, free threat reduction. 1, 2, 3, and somebody gets +1. Let's give it to her. Why not? Oh, actually, it has to be somebody other than her. So let's give it to them. Another Starfleet character. She's Starfleet, so that's fine. So 3, 6, 9. You know what? Actually, just in case the card that comes out and says deal damage to someone committed to the quest, or you know, I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to do the ship and just Delta herself. I'm not even going to quest with her. So 6. Getting cocky now. I got a lot. No, you know what? I will do it. I will do her. So 9. Because I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of this. I want to absolutely make sure I get rid of this. So 9 versus Compton City. Very cool. Very cool. I'm almost done. Just need debris field to pop out. Come on, debris field. Alright. What's that? 2, 3. So win by 6. So 6 is enough to get rid of that. Oh wait. Cannot draw cards. Does that count Barclay as well? Just says draw a card. And that says I can't draw cards. You know what? I'm going to put that back. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. I don't think that. It does say he can't draw cards. He just says to draw cards. So I'm going to say that I'm not using him, and I'm going to put him in the quest. No, I'm not. So it is 3, 6, 8. It's not 9. It's 8 because I can't draw cards. So it's 8 versus 3. which is 5, which is still enough to get rid of that. So I claim that. That's part of my quest thing. They're not victory cards. They are not victory cards. I just need to make note that I've actually been there. Let's just grab this. It's ridiculously large. Let's just grab this. Or this. I mean, they're not, regardless of whether it's a mistake or not, I mean, they're not victory cards. These guys are. So this guy should be in the discard pile. I don't need to worry about him for this one. And these ones, I just need to make a note. I have to defeat inside the array. Done. Debris field. Haven't done. And a Competent City. Done. And the Caretaker. So the Caretaker is a victory card. So I put him aside. Don't have to worry about going up against him again. But these guys, they're not. So they need to go into the discard pile. So I'll just make a note. City to say that they are actually done, and then put them back in the discard pile. So really, I just need to, once this reshuffles, which will be in next round, all I need is debris field, and I've won because I've got plenty of progress. So we'll just do it that way. All right. So, travel successful. I mean, I got an extra progress, and then an extra progress from Delta, so it doesn't matter. And then, yeah, travel to Oklahoma City. After you travel to Oklahoma City, first players choose to ready a character. It's the only character that's not ready, so done. And then there's engagement phase. So, these arseholes. There's only one card left. Now, it is important to note that the discard pile for the encounter deck does not get shuffled while you're not in the quest phase. Only during the quest phase. So that stays there the way it is. These assholes will attack. I'll defend with Janeway. No intrigue effect. And there's the debris field that I needed. Oh my god. Come on, man. There's the card I needed. Alright. No intrigue effect, so these guys just run away. Like assholes. I mean, that is the Kazon, really. I mean, it's the perfect effect for them. And that was them to a T, really. Now that location is gone, now I can use him and get the card that I knew I was going to get. I'll use that next turn. But then it's the end of the round. So, fret... and then resources, then draw a card as normal. Shadow effect cancel, nice, but don't really desperately need it right now. So I'm going to Barclay. Oh, wrong one. Draw another one. Right about, not, not bad. Could have been better. Don't desperately need that. I need the card that lets me shoot. How many have I got left? 21. I need the card that lets me shoot the guy in the staging area. Okay, well, now I'm going to use this. 1, 2, 3. And give the extra point to Delta, who will be questing for 2, 5. That's all I really need. Yeah, because she has an extra, so really it's 6. So I'm questing for 5. I'm going to leave the rest of them as they are. Now it shuffles in. And we get an encounter card. Compa, I haven't seen that one before yet. So a Compa is first player must randomly discard 2 cards from his hand to travel here. Oh, wow. Alright, so it's 4 threat. So, oh, jeez. Got cocky. Delta gives me a free one. And then I win by 1. So there's that there. So that's still the current location, which is fine. Doesn't do anything bad. Doesn't matter. These arseholes will engage. So that's done. Oh no, it was actually 6 I crested for. 6, 5, 6, and I get a free one. So Dallas's free one. And it was 6 versus 4 is 2. 1, 2. So it's actually gone. Which means I will randomly discard 2 cards. Randomly. Yeah, I'll go with that. Randomly discard 2 cards. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to travel there. I've got crap load of willpower. I'm not even going to travel to a Compa. Screw it. I don't need a Compa. What I need is the debris field. So I'm waiting for that. Alright, so back to these guys. Defend with Janeway. Holy crap! An intrigue card. Attacking enemy gets +1/+2 if undefended. It's not undefended, it's defended with Janeway. So thank you. So that means they don't run away. And you know what that means? Thank you very much. I think B'Elanna's going to kill them because she's just sick of their shit. So she attacks for 4, which is enough to kill them. Screw you, Kazon Warrior. Screw you. Alright, end of the round. Refresh, 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 refresh. Draw a card. Holy shit, yes. Yes. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Exhaust the Doctor to heal 1 damage on up to 2 different characters. Then you may pay 2 lore resources to ready the Doctor, which means you can then do it again, essentially. So I'll be doing that. Thank you very much. So I will. Right, we're just in the planning phase. Let's just stick to the planning phase. Let's get rid of 1. Oh, man, I hate that. God damn, I hate that. All right. Okay, so first off, you know what? I actually don't care about this condition card. I'm just going to leave it there because if it comes out again, it's going to annoy me. So leave it there. So just in case something sexy comes out, let's just do Barclay first. Ooh, the axe. Well, it's for free, so I'm going to do it. So let's do it for free on 7. She can have 1 extra restricted. So what this says is it gives you attached character gains +1 attack for each attachment with a restricted keyword, which includes itself. So 1, 2, 3. So she's now 6, 7. Ironically, and then she fires. It's 9. So yeah, that's how 7's meant to work. All right. So I did that. All right. Well then let's do it, Doc. Let's do it. Exhaust the Doctor to heal 1 damage on up to 2 different characters. So 1 damage on 2 different characters. So B'Elanna's almost dead. So let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of 1 from 7. Then you can spend 2 lore resources to ready the Doctor. 1, 2. Then I'm going to do it again. So another one off B'Elanna. Another one off... Let's do Janeway. Alright. Sold. Sold. Because then Balana can heal the ship. For 2. Yes. I'm feeling good about this. Okay, let's quest. I need to get past 3. And whatever comes out, and quite frankly, I'm not fussed. I'm really not that concerned. So, Delta, of course, because she gives me the free thing. So, and the Voyager. So, what's that? 3, 5. Let's just not take any chances. She doesn't tap to missions, so 8. Let's go commit 8. So Maze Jabin shows up. Each character currently committed to the mission gets -1 will until the end of the phase. Alright. So what am I currently up against? 5. So if everybody who's committed gets -1, that would be reduce me by 3. Which is fine. Because it's 1, 2, 3 are committed. So I'd go down by 3. Nope. To 5. So 5 to 5 it would be. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I could get rid of the winner review, but it doesn't matter. Alright, so then do I travel to a... I'm actually not going to travel to a Campa, right? Screw a Campa. I don't care. I want the debris field, man. Come on. Come on, debris field. Anyway, so this Gus will invade me because he's 35. Gets a shadow card. Alright, intrigue card. I'll defend. So what's he doing? 3. He's pretty tough. I'm going to defend with 7. Yeah, I'm going to defend with 7. So 3 versus 3. Intrigue. Attack an enemy gets +1. +3 if undefended. So it's not undefended, it is defended, but that means she takes a point of damage. Because it's Macy's now a 4. Then I'm going to Starfleet training. Then I'm going to kick the shit out of him. I need to do 7 points of damage. And she does 7 points of damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't even need to fire that. He's just dead. Dead as a doornail. I get a progress on the mission. Not that it matters. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, so threat and refresh. So threat, refresh, I've got the 2 to spend, so I'll spend the 2 so I can refresh her. Everybody else refreshes as normal. 1, 2, 3 resources. Draw a card. Don't even need that. I'm going to Barclay for another card. That I do need. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you very much. That is what I needed. It's 2 Librosos. Well, I can at least use them once. So let's use the Doctor and heal 7 and Janeway. So she's gone. Let's grab, you know what? Let's grab the runabout. Just in case a ship comes out and I want to defend. Because then I can hit back. Although 7 can also hit back, so that's not really that big of a deal. But let's do that as well. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Questing. What am I up against? 3. So 3, 6, 8. Let's do it. 8. Versus the Kazon Fleet. 3, 5. 8 versus 5 is 3. Delicate gives me an extra theme, and then I win by 3. I'm almost at the top, the max 30. These guys will engage because I still didn't manage to get down minus 35, but still not a big deal. Oh, when they attack, deal an additional intrigue card. Okay, so they get additional intrigue card. So they got there too. I'm going to defend with a runabout. So card number 1, nothing. Card number 2, nothing. So 3 points. Roundabout is dead. And I need to do 7 points of damage to kill them. Oh, 7 can do that on her own. So, dead. Should have shot back with a Voyager, but I didn't have to. And that gives me a progress. Because of the Batleth. And then I'll ready her with that, so I don't have to spend the 2 resources. Okay, it's basically now just a game to get through these 29 cards to get the debris field before my threat runs out. Team leader, if I control 5 or fewer characters, I don't. There's really no point casting that, so I'm just going to save the resources. Let's use the Doctor. No, let's use Barclay. Okay, alright, this is pretty cool. So, attached to a starship, you get to choose. And it does not exhaust to commit, doesn't exhaust to attack, doesn't exhaust to defense. So it's basically upgrading the ship computer. So it already doesn't exhaust to commit to a mission. So I'm going to make it that it doesn't exhaust to defend, which is my favorite. So now I can defend and attack all at once. So that's cool. Got that one done. Then use Doc. Heal 1 from her, 1 for her. Spend the 2 to refresh him, and then do him again. 1 from her, 1 from her. It does specifically say 2 different characters. Then you may pay 2 to ready the Doctor. Then you need to do it again. So that's him taken care of. Them taken care of, so we can actually get some healing, get some more combat if needed. But I think we're good. I think we're in a pretty safe space. So 2 from Delta, 3, 5 from the ship, 3, 8. So 8 in total with Janeway. Oh, come on, debris field. Where are you, sir? If it came out as a shadow card, that would be devastatingly annoying. I'd probably just stop the stream. No, not a shadow card. Oh, a tree card. Sorry. After you travel to the Compton City. Yeah, anyway, so that's 5. 8 versus 5. I win by 3. Delta gives me 1. I'm now at the max 30, so I'm just not going to bother placing progress anymore. There's none cards in here that remove progress, so I'm just going to leave it as now. Now it's just getting wankery. After I travel, I can choose and ready a character, so let's do it. You know I'm going to ready? The Doc. You know why? Because then I'm going to use him. Thank you very much. Done. No combat, so that's taken care of. Now it's just a race for threat. If I run out of threat before this card comes out, man, it'll be devastatingly bad. Really, really bad. So draw a card. Another dock, which is good. Let's Barclay, get another card. Another runabout. Don't care. Got nothing to heal. So now we're just going through the motions. Janeway, ship, Delta. Which is 8. Research chambers. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. Okay. They're the only exhausted characters. Everybody else doesn't tap and stuff, so that's fine. Done. So 8 versus 3. Win by 5. Only need 3 for that, so that's taken care of. And then another 2. I don't need to mark it down because I've already done the Compton cities. That's fine. So they're done. It really is just a race for threat now. Before the end of the round, I'm going to exhaust the Doctor to heal 1 damage of each character. Increase threat. Refresh, fresh, fresh. Resource, resource, resource. Draw a card. Sarsfield, don't care. Barclay. So that's cancelled. Awesome. I'm going to spend that. It's now a quest phase. 1, 2, 3. And then give somebody an extra will, which I'm going to use for Delta. It's 2, 5, 8. Versus Kazon Warrior. 8 versus 4. Means I win by 4. Yeah, I mean, I guess win by 4. These guys engage. And then combat. What are they? They're only like 3. Balana can take him out on her own. So I'll defend with Janeway. Deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. Oh, sneaky. 1. Where'd that just go? Just disappeared. 2, 3. Sneaky, sneaky. I like it. But they got an intrigue, thank God, so they don't run back to the staging area, so Balana can kill them. They're dead. Cop that. Before the end of the turn, I will use the Doctor to heal these 2 guys. Those Janeway can take it. She can last another round. That's fine. But these guys, they only need to take 1 more damage each, and they're dead. So, all right, end of the round. Threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. There's 11 cards left. I haven't had a single queue. There's 2 queues in these 11 cards. Some mines, and then Barclay, get another card. And another Deanna. It's like, what's going on? 9 cards left. Too bad if I was desperately waiting for a queue. Let's get the mines out there. 1, 2, 3. Just in case a ship attacks me and stuff. Yeah, let's get a runabout out. Just for the lulz. Well, let's get Deanna out. She's been waiting patiently in the winds. There she is. Lovely Diana. Out. So, I think that's pretty much everybody. Now I don't even need to quest with these guys. I can just quest with these guys. The allies can do it all for me. And the ship, so I'll just send the ship. 3, 5, 6, 9. Madness. And somebody gets +1, so I'll give it to Delta. There you go. Easy peasy. 10. 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. Not even sending the others. Boom. 10 versus 5. I win by 5. Nothing happens. And these guys will engage forced. If it's Delta, oh, no counterattack. These are the no counterattack cards. I love that effect, man. That is cool. But it doesn't matter because it gets a shadow card. Now, at the start of the combat phase, this card attaches to it, deals 6 minus X, 6 minus 1 is 5, points of damage, it's dead. It's dead before it even gets a chance to do anything. So it doesn't matter what this intrigue card is. Oh, well, thank God that wasn't a free debris field. Jeez. Alright, dead before it even does anything. See you later. I'm going to run out of cards. Yeah, that's it. Threat. Resource, resource, resource. Refresh, 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 refresh. Draw a card. Carol, Barclay. This is insane. 7 cards left. No Q. Hasty shot. Let's go up here. I don't even need to use the Carol shenanigans. So, yeah, same before. Ship, Delta, Deanna. +1. I don't even need the runabout. I'm just not going to bother. 3, 5, 6, 9. Oh, come on, man. Debris field, where are you? Holographic dog. When revealed, choose a character committed to the mission, deal 2 damage to that character. The ship's committed, so just deal 2 damage to you. 5. 9 versus 5, win by 4. Don't care. This guy engages. Wish I had a card that searched the encounter deck. That'd be pretty sweet. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. Dog attacks. Who's going to defend it? Anyone's going to defend it. 2 versus 2. No intrigue effect. Easily defended. Balana's going to kill it. Don't even need 7 to do it. 7's just taking a rest. She's been killing enough stuff. She doesn't want to kill anymore. So that's taken care of. And that's it. End of the round. Draw a card. Oh. Resource, resource, resource. Draw a card. Holy shit, it's about time. 6 cards left. I'm going to spend 1 from Balana to heal the 2 damage on that. And then spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to do Q. And the ability is going to be to reduce threat by 5. And then he's going to quest 4, 6, 9, 10, just on their own. Just them on their own is going to be doing 10. Inside the array. I don't need. I already got it. Inside the array. Done. I need debris field. Come on. Give me a debris field. gets +2 threat. Because it plays 25. So it's 3, 6, 8. Which, don't care. And then we need to discard a card from my hand to travel here. And while it's in there, I can't draw cards. So I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, you know what? I don't care. I'm producing that much willpower. Really, I'm just going to leave it. So I'll just leave that on there. So it's currently 8 in the staging area, just on its own. And you know what? It doesn't bother me. Because I didn't even do the Barclay. Let's do a Barclay. I'm going to do a Barclay just as a snub nose. Get now Delta. Cool. Don't care. No combat. Not going to travel any of these. Oh. Let's travel this one. Let's travel to a copper. Why not? Randomly discard 2 cards. Let's see what happens. Just for the lols. Let's put them up here. 15 cards in my hand. Alright. Randomly discard. 1, 2. Oh. The one card I actually wanted to keep. So randomly discard these 2 cards. Go to compa. That's fine. Q runs away at the end of the turn. +1 will runs away. Increase threat by 1. Fresh. Resource. And draw a card. Don't need to draw any extra cards. I mean, I can just Barclay and just draw another card anyway. Draw. There we go. Another axe. Don't care. Although I could. I'll just chuck it on here. Chuck it on Balana. Why not? Why the hell not? Ah, she has to be a Texas character, so I can't do that anyway. That's why not. To answer your question, doofus. That's why you can't. Anyway, what are we doing? So, questing. Yeah. It's fine. Delta, Balana, Diana. Sorry, Balana. What am I doing? Delta, so 3, 6, 7, 10. Just for the lulz. I'll send the ship. 10. Ship. Oh, come on, man. Seriously? Although, that's pretty interesting. Now it actually means something. Wow. That's what happens when you get cocky, people. That's what happens. Which means it's even. 10 versus 10. So don't actually get anywhere, which is fine. Although Delta does give me an extra free progress. So there's that. No enemies, so you can go 1, 2, 3, and then draw a card. Oh, another meditation, which is good. It's pretty handy. And then Barclay for a card. Oh, so that means that's Q. There you go. Shouldn't have done that. That was cheating, but we all knew what that was going to be because there's 2 in the deck. So another phaser rifle. Don't need that. Just going to leave that in my hand. And that's pretty much it. When your deck runs out, you don't shuffle them back in again. So, although if I do get that card, that's pretty handy. If I do get a treachery will help me get my deck back. That's crazy. That's really awesome. But anyway, don't need to worry about that now. So now I have to go up against 10. Now it actually means something. So Delta and Deanna together make 6, 7, 10, 13. Let's do 13. Draw a card. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Finally. All right. So 13 versus 13 means I make no progress. Delta puts a progress on there for me. That's fine. Next turn, I'm going to travel to the debris field and then kick its ass. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Plenty. I'm not going to run out of threat. So, all good. 1, 2, 3. And debris field, funnily enough, we all know what this card is. That's fine. Debris field is the one that gives me the searches the discard pile. That is crazy. That's a crazy effect. I love it. Don't necessarily need it now because I'm about to do it. About to complete it anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, so let's queue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His effect's going to be to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reduce threat by 5, and then quest 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Goes to Deanna. 13, 14, 17, 20. Well, I don't even need to do that. Let's not get carried away. 4, 6, 9, 10, 13. I won't do those ones. Let's just do 13. 13 should be plenty. Oh no, that's 13 just on its own. I need to do... Oh, and Delta will give me the extra 1 for the progress. But then whatever comes out. Yeah, so let's do the whole 20. Let's screw it. 20. I'm not mucking around, game. Alright, so Delta gives me a free one. Oh, let's do the card first. And then come do it. Alright, so it's 10, 14. Okay, Delta gives me a free progress. So get rid of that. That's gone. And an extra 5 on here, which I don't care about. I will travel to the debris field. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck and add it to the station area to travel here. Sold. Oh, a compass surface. Haven't had that yet. A compass surface is away team location. After you travel to the surface of a compass, first player may draw 2 cards. Cool. Don't need to travel there because I'm traveling to the debris field, which is great. Which will give me victory after 2 hours. Alright, so engage. These guys will engage. Really not worried because I'll defend with Balana. Oh, they got an intrigue effect. Awesome. Intrigue. Raise threat by 1. Sold. Raise threat by 1, which means they don't run away, which means 7 can kill them. Thank you very much. Awesome. I get a progress. There's the Batleth, which is great. Alright, final round. I'll use Starfleet training to ready her, so I don't have to worry about the condition. Increase threat by 1. Ready, 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 ready. And he runs away. Alright, folks. This is it. No card to draw, which is kind of sad. Thank God it's not like Magic where you instantly lose if you don't have any cards to draw. You just don't get to draw a card. It's just done. Yeah. Let's finish it. Let's do it. Let's end on a high note. Let's get rid of the condition. 1, 2, 3. And meditation, and get rid of this bloody condition card, just so I don't forget about it. Since there's no other condition cards lying around. Yep, no other cards. Alright, let's do it. Let's finish it off. 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Do I need any more than that? You know what? I probably do. Let's just not, I'm not mucking around. 15, 18, 20. Is that enough? 3, 6, 8. 3, 6, 8, 11, 13, 15, 16, 18, 19, 22. Surely that's enough. Surely that's enough. 22. Alright, here we go. So 10, 13, 15. 22 versus 15 is 7. Delta gives me a free progress, so I only need 1, 2 for there, and that is done. Thank you very much. As a response, I can search the top cards for the discard pile for 1 card, and then add it to my hand, and then shuffle the rest of the search cards back into my deck, which is brilliant. I don't need it right now, but hell yes, that would have been pretty handy before, but it doesn't really matter now. So all conditions have been met. Debris field has been done. I don't know where the extra D came from. Everybody likes the D. Travel to and defeat inside the array debris field and a compass city. Done. It's not debris field. It's just debris field. Thank you. And defeat the caretaker. He's defeated. I've got more than 2 progress, many more. I have completed the caretaker mission, which I think its official name is called Swept Away. But either way, it's the caretaker mission, and it, yeah, awesome. I think there needs to be just some sort of final thoughts on the actual mission itself. I think it needs to be a little bit more clearer with the locations thing. So yeah, Dan, if you can just get back to me. Did I play that right? I think I played it right in terms of the theme and in what was written. But should I have, because I had already defeated them earlier in the game, should I have noted that? And then should I have not put them back in the discard pile? Should I have put them in the victory display? But I think I did it right based on the wording of the mission and the fact that they weren't victory cards. I think it's pretty safe to say these are victory conditions. That they should have gone back in. And you know what? I'm actually okay with that. That's fine. Because it's very similar to another mission that exists. I love the rewording of the Kazon... What's that? The Kazon Cruiser. I love this. Although I do think it needs to be sort of reworded more for sort of what the game effect is. So if Kazon Cruiser is dealt an intrigue card with no effect, there is no counter-attack after it attacks. The terminology counter-attack doesn't exist in this game. So it would be if the intrigue card is done with no effect, this card remains engaged but cannot be attacked until this round. Something like that. Cannot be attacked this round. That would make more sense. But in terms of the actual effect itself, that's awesome. I love it. I love it so much. That's really, really cool. Cujo's pretty harsh. Love it. Badlands, the image is just awesome. Really, really like that. Overall, I really like this mission. I think it's a lot of fun. The scramble to have to go in and get stuff. If I was right, and I did play those locations, the win condition for 2B properly, I think there needs to be an effect in there somewhere where you can actually go and search for at least one of them. Much like the spiders one, where you can search for a spider, so that at least it gives you some sort of fighting chance of finishing, so that it doesn't take 2.5 hours to play the game. You can go search the deck for a spider. So it's a double-edged search, right? It says that you must search the deck for a spider and put it into play. And of course, the benefit is that you choose to do ungulate spawn if that's the win condition that you need. So it's sort of it sucks that you have to put a spider into play, but if you put in the spider that you need to win into play, then it works for you. Something like that, I think, would be helpful if the way I played it was correct. To be able to have gone and then search for the debris field, because by the time we got to this point, there was no way for me to lose except increasing in threat and stuff. And if I didn't have the cards in here that decreased threat and stuff, I would have won by threat increase, if this had come out as a shadow card instead. My God, that would have been so frustrating. So maybe something like that, or make it so that when you defeat them, they are victory cards. In my opinion, I prefer that they're not. I prefer to play it the way I played it, which is why there's 2 of each card in the deck. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because eventually you have to get back to them again. So I would say not make them victory cards and do it this way. But yeah, overall, really, really cool. Very thematic. Liked it a lot. I'm very much looking forward to Tears of the Prophets now. Tears of the Prophets when I do that, which I'll play tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed that. Dan, thank you very much. It means so much to me that my little thing, my little project, my little fun project has been some sort of inspiration. I think it's awesome. And you're obviously as much as a Trek fan as myself. So thank you. If anybody else has got any feedback or comments, then please hit me up. I'll be chucking this video up on YouTube now, basically. So yeah, if you've got any comments or feedback, please hit me up. Loved it. Thanks again, Dan. Everybody, take care of yourselves, especially if you're in my neck of the woods. COVID and all that sort of stuff. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. Live long and prosper. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.